Hey guys, it's me, the Panda. Okay, so today I am not going to be ranting about anything. This is actually not even. This is. I don't know. The purpose of this is to get the word out of what the fuck's going on around you guys and the world and whatnot. So, um, I just ask that you read this. It's not going to be any or listen to this. It's not going to be any longer than 10 minutes. I'm going to speed it up. But at first, I'm going to talk about something kind of interesting: the zombie apocalypse. Now, it has come to my attention that last month a man ate another man's face. Another man from New Jersey threw his intestines at a police officer. A man in Canada ate his roommate's heart and part of his brain, I believe. And then a woman like killed her kid and like ate his brain and his toes or something weird like that. Um, I did some more research on this because I thought it was kind of weird that cannibalism is all of a sudden like being brought up in the media, I guess. So I saw that there were chemical testing on humans in Florida. And then there was a high school in Hollywood, Florida, that was quarantined because everybody in the high school was infected with um, with a rash, and like nobody could identify it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I'm like, oh, it's 2012. People are eating people, and dude won't die even though he got shot a lot of times. I'm just saying, the zombie apocalypse is probably among us, and we should probably be very aware of the comings of this said apocalypse. By the way, if my panda bleeps in and out, I'm sorry. Like, I've tried to fix it. Apparently, if my hair is in my face too much, it like goes away, and if I look away from the camera or something and don't have my head like positioned perfectly, like it'll fucking go away. So it's really annoying. So I'm sorry I'm not like so animated or anything and doing all this kind of stuff, but like I really can't. So I guess you just have to look at my cute panda face and deal with it. But in other news, so like the neo Nazis, they are being elected into parliament, and apparently they're like rebanding together or something along the lines of they're coming back and they're being elected into parliament. And you'll never guess where. Germany. I'm sorry, but I feel like we've made this mistake before. Let's think about this. World War II and World War One. Who started the shit in World? Well, I guess. See, I forget if the Treaty of Versailles was it. You know what? It's not even important. We're just gonna stick with World War II because I don't remember everything from World War One. Okay, they tried to exterminate the Jews. Why would we elect them back into parliament in control of the same country and the same kind of party, the Nazi party, except for it's neo-Nazis, I'm sorry, now. So I don't really think there is really that big of a difference, but I'm pretty sure that this just is not a good idea for anybody. So I just, Germany, I ask you, as a panda, what the fuck? Anyway, um, also, I guess nobody's really taking like the whole, well, like in my age group, which would be like from like 17 to 21. Nobody's really taking like the banking crisis seriously, but you really should because like everybody pretty much wants to go to college or whatever. At least I hope, and or going into a trade or something. But like the banks are running out of money. Like we're running out of money. We don't have money. Like there won't be liquid funds. Like it's just going to be cash and gold, and the value of the dollar is like diminished a lot. So that's kind of important. Like you guys realize if this happens, and it's projected to happen, like it's just going to completely fail, like at the end of this year or 2013. And when the banks fall, like they crumble and they're pretty much just done, that means we can't get loans to go to school, which means we have to pay cash. So it's going to be like the rich people who have the money to go to school are going to go to school again. It's going to be like going back to the old days. And we're not rich anymore. Like, guys, everybody that's even bothering to listen to this point of the video, like, we're fucked. We need to do something. And I think part of our problem is, I'm not saying like China's like taking over the world or whatever, because I don't really believe that, but I don't know. I feel like there's something we could do to prevent this, but nobody's gonna do anything, because part of the problem is nobody cares about what's going on, and they all think about me, and blah 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 blah. Well, I understand that, but we can't live the American dream if we don't have money. There will be no prospering in America if we don't have money. And I guess you can call me a greedy person or whatever, but like, I'm not. I'm just stating the facts here, people. And you know, some of you are like, oh, well, I don't really care about what the government's doing, because government doesn't care about what I have to say, and blah 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 blah. See, that's the problem. Everybody gave up, and they think that the government doesn't care what you have to say. And I'm sick of people telling the younger people like that they can't vote yet, that they don't have an opinion about what goes on, because you do. That is your right as an American. And I don't care what anybody's technicality is or anything. You need to educate yourself about what's going on. You don't have to listen directly and like agree with everything that everybody says on the news and on the radio and stuff. You know, make your own opinion. Listen to both sides of the argument and then judge it from there. That's what I do. You know, I consider myself conservative, but I'm not like so right wing to the fact, like, I don't think that gays should be married or, you know, whatever, but I am mostly conservative. I don't agree with everything that, you know, right wing people have to say. I don't. I agree with some of the things that the Liberal Party or the left wing people have to say too. I just don't. You don't have to. It's not something that you. It's just, I don't know. Just it's not something that, you know, you have to follow specifically what the other people are saying. Like, you can make something of it yourself and have your own entitlement to your own opinion and have your own opinion and express your opinion and be active and vote and blah blah blah, and don't let anybody tell you that your vote doesn't count, because unless you prove to me that your vote doesn't count in like some legal type way, I'm not going to be convinced. So just vote. I mean, it doesn't even take that long. And just because you don't want to do jury duty or whatever, okay, just suck it up. You're going to put a bad guy away. You're going to just think of it this way: you have the potential to save somebody's life. If you're in jury duty and it's like a murder trial or something, yeah, you have to sit there and it's going to be boring, but you're going to put a bad guy away. So, you know, it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. 5 minutes of your time. Well, it's going to be more than 5 minutes, but you know what I mean. But no, I don't know. I just think it's important for, like, people, like, you know, in the 16 to 17, 18, you know, whatever, that kind of age group to, or even younger. Like, I don't care if you're younger, but, like, just, like, I know you guys don't want to, like, watch the news, like, all day or whatever, or for hours on end, but just, like, I don't know, research for like 15 minutes, see what's going on, and then be like, you know, just be aware of yourself. I mean, this is your country, this is where you live. Like, be active, be concerned about what's going on, guys. I mean, seriously, like, we are the future of what's going to happen, so I figure it just makes sense to know what's going on now, and like have our opinions ready, and just like stand up and be like, you know, we're America, and we're gonna band together, and fuck you corrupt politicians, and fuck that, and you know, whatever, and just be us. Like we don't need to take that shit from them. They're supposed to be working for us anyways. Like, they're supposed, that's what a politician is. A politician is supposed to be a representation of the people, by the people, and for the people. But they're not, because they're all about themselves. So what we need to do is we need to change that. I'm just saying, I don't know, nobody listens to me. I need suggestions to talk about stuff, because I am going to talk about this kind of stuff because I think it's important to know what's going on around the world. In our country, obviously. But just comment, subscribe, give me some suggestions. What do you want to know? What you don't want to know? What you want me to bitch about? Who you want me to go off on? Give a shout out to your uncle who just graduated some, I don't know, culinary, school, I don't know, just whatever, guys. I'll do anything. I'm just kind of chilling. I'm the panda. I can do what I want because I'm a panda. So, yeah, I hope you guys like this. I'm sorry it wasn't like scripted out perfectly or anything, but that's life. Bye.